Yun. Okay, great. So, share screen tayo. Wait, for that, slides. There we go. Hindi nakikita siya. That's fine. Alright, narinig niyo ba ako? Wait, hindi ko makita yung mga response niyo. Oh, not this one. Sorry, full screen ko na lang to. Makikita niyo pa rin naman siguro. So, saan na yun? Teams. Great, okay. So, dito tayo. Geospatial queries in MongoDB. So, wala kang intro, no? Okay. Sa MongoDB, isang thing na unique kay MongoDB is may native support siya for coordinates. Like, we can make queries on like based on how near somebody is on a particular plane. Parang ganun. So, that's one thing na unique kay MongoDB tapos wala sa iba. May built-in support siya for this. So, if you're going to build like gagawa kayo ng angkas or something, you can do something like this. Like parang passengers near me or like, drivers near me, parang yun yung senda niya ng request, for example. Parang ganun. Now, to specify that a field is a coordinate field, sasabihin natin na point siya. And then, we need to use the coordinates key. So, what does that look like? It looks like this. So, this is part of your... nagkakap. Wait lang. Sound test. Okay. So this is what it looks like. So this would be part of your insert statement, right? But so ito yung field mo, your field mo is location. It could be anything. Importante is may type ka na point and then coordinates. Yun yung importante. Tapos, so yun yung ibibigay mo kay insert. So mamaya makikita natin yan. The next is there are two types of coordinates, 2D and 2D sphere. So, si 2D, wait, sorry, may explanation pala dito. Okay, so 2D sphere. First is, kasi for example, di ba, yung world, hindi siya flat unless flat earther kayo, get out of here. So, kung 2D sphere, kung globe yung pinag-uusapan natin, like, which is usually, yun naman talaga yung natin. Yun naman talaga yung world natin. So, what we use is the 2D sphere. So, these are indices. The next is 2D. Is just for normal Euclidean planes, normal rectangles and stuff. So, yun. That's 2D. So, if you're dealing with like actual GPS locations, you use 2D sphere. But if you're dealing with like generic, for example, coordinates in a game, you can use 2D instead of 2D sphere. Unless your game is also in a globe. Ayan. So next is you need to create an index in order to query these. So it looks like this. Last time pinag-usapan natin paano gumawa ng index. Wait, sorry. Saglit lang. Sorry, tinisip ko. Right. So, in order to use this, we need to create an index because these are index definitions. So, in this case, sinasabi natin na si location is a 2D sphere. So, we're creating an index at location. Last time, di ba, naalala niyo yung pinapasok natin kay location, pag gumagawa tayo ng index, is usually just a 1 or a 0, right? Usually just a 1. You specify 1 dito sa pag-create ng index. In this case, you're specifying na string yung binibigay natin, na specifying that location is to the sphere. So, by doing this, do we can now do queries on it. So, in order to query locations, we need to find we need to use the find command. So again, db.collection.find. So yun yung gagamitin natin. So what does that look like? So punta tayo sa Mongo CLI. Or move ko na lang to sa another place. Mongo. Okay, so ganito. So mag-insert ako ng bago person. Sabihin natin ito yung niya, ito yung coordinates niya. So again, nag-insert tayo ng person on the people collection. So with the name person and then yung location. Then we specify sa location na yung type niya is point. The type is point and then we use coordinates. So when we insert this, should succeed and inserted 1. So it was inserted. But again, we can't use this yet until we create an index. But I think I already created an index. So, ganito. So, yung ginamit natin dito na field is location. Tapos, dito, specify natin location sa pag-create ng index. We'll specify the location as a 2D sphere na index. And indexes already exist. Gumawa na ako. So, may index na tayo na 2D sphere on location. So, pwede na tayong mag-query. So, query natin, specify natin yung field which we're querying, and then maraming different wait lang. So, hindi ko pala na-add choose spatial queries kay MongoDB. Hindi lang, yung pinaka-useful is yung near, pero there are other functions that you can use aside from near. So, si near, specify niya yung geometry. So, specify niya yung point kung nasan, and then min distance, max distance. So, in a particular hindi yan. Ito, ayun. So, ito yung near. The near sphere, then geo within. So, you can specify if location is within a particular, for example, you can specify a square or a triangle, whatever, in the map. right? Tapos titingnan niyo if nandun yung location na yun. For example, if gumagawa kayong Pokemon Go or something. Yun, parang ganon. Tapos pwede din geointersects, these things like if two squares are intersecting, saan ba useful to? If may dalawang cars na magko-collide or may malapit masyado or something like sa COVID na distance parang social distancing. So yun, if mag-intersect sila, makukuha mo yung area ng intersection, else wala silang intersection. So that's one thing that you can do. If nag-work kayo with GIS systems, parang I guess you'll be familiar with that. Yung mga yung mga parang ArcGIS manifold. Yung gumagawa kayo ng maps. Anyway, subject kasi kami ganun eh. Anyway, max distance. That's it. So if we run this actually, kikita natin yung mga malapit na people. So, may dalawa, JP tapos person. Yung iba kasi walang location. Tapos, iba yung coordinates nila. So, 73967 40.78 ito 40.77 tong dalawa. Yun. So, but they're still close-ish. So, gumawa tayo ng far person. Subukan natin na super iba yung location. Posible ba to gawing 1 tapos 1? Pwede. So, mag-find tayo. Wala siya dun. Kasi hindi siya inside dun sa sinet natin na wala na ata. Ito. Wala siya dito sa 1,000 and 5,000 na range. Kasi super malayo siya. So hindi siya near. So yung mga medyo relatively malapit lang yung nahanap. Okay? Questions? May questions ba? Okay. So again, recap lang. So to create one, again, you use instead na like for example, rekta tayo instead na rekta tayo value na like may array tayo na na may coordinates. We need to specify na yung type niya is point and then coordinates is dito. So, importante yung type na point tapos coordinates na field. So, yun yung ginagamit niya. And then, lumabas tayo. And then before we use it, we need to create an index. Tapos we need to specify na 2D sphere siya. Well, for a 2D sphere talaga na like, but if you're doing something like an imaginary na na Euclidean plane like on a game or an app, okay lang na hindi 2D sphere. So you can use something like 2D. Kasi 2D sphere is kung globe yung Right. And then after we create an index, we can now use find together with near to query locations. So that's the querying part of geospatial queries. Yun. Questions? Wala, so far wala. Sure. Sure na. Final. Final, final. Super, super final. Okay. Right. So the slides are in the file section. Yung last part find wala doon kasi hindi siya nag-fit sa slides. Nag-fit siya pero ang pangit ng format. So hindi ko na nilagay. Right. Sorry. Antok. Right. Next. Di pa ng break time. Okay. So gagawin natin ngayon is yung nare-request niya about na ano na ginawa natin dati pero super mabilis. So, pwede po ba yun ilagay sa wiki? Okay, sure. Sige, lagay natin yun. Lagay natin ngayon db.people.find. Sige. Where is it? Teams, wiki, CRUD, no. Gawa tayong bago. Geospatial queries. Querying for nearest in range. Saan yung mono dito? Ayun, monospace. Bam. Yun. Added. Okay. Sige. Ayan, nandun na siya sa wiki natin. What's next? Wait lang. Sorry, ang init. Oh, it's burning. Right. What's next? Yung gagawin natin yung request ni Habot na from HTML, magko-connect tayo kay MongoDB. Dati ginawa na natin yun pero hindi natin winokthrough yung code kasi hindi ko winokthrough kasi baka hindi nyo kayanin. So since I think you're up to the challenge guys naman. So let's build it from scratch. Let's do this. So, although wala akong plan, tingnan natin. It's gonna be fun. So, movies pa rin. So, gawin natin yung Betflix, I guess, from scratch. Pero, gawin na lang natin the rest. Sure. Mag-Google na lang tayo. Sige. Live coding session. So, kung ganon, gawa tayong punta akong projects. Gagawa ako ng bagong project. Migdal ba? Oh, kasi lahat nandito. Gawa tayong Betflix. Dito ba? Meron ba? Ay, meron. Make dear Mongo Scratch CD Scratch. By the way, may ano pala, may kaka-release lang ng Mongo I'm not sure if it was yesterday or Friday. yesterday or Thursday. Pero may ano na, may MongoDB extension na. Hindi pa ako napag-install. Kagabi ko lang nabasa eh. Mongo, official MongoDB extension na sila. Yun. So, sila MongoDB talaga gumawa. Tapos may ano sila dito, may playground, tapos may ano, may tawag nito, autocomplete, parang ganun. So, IntelliSense, automatic, makikita mo yung ano yung mga pwedeng ilagay. Yun, may MongoDB Playground. Install muna natin. Forgot to install this kagabi kasi. Cool. So, may Mongo na tayo dito. Add connection. Again, we can go with the default walang authentication. Ito naman yung gagamitin niya. Yep, looks good. Connected, yeah. So makikita natin dito yung mga DB natin, which is yung currently gamit natin is test. Tapos, nandito yung mga ano natin, documents natin. Interesting, right? Makikita nyo dito. Well, you can just use Compass, pero dito recta code ka na eh. Tapos, pwede ka din mag-playground. So, for example, pwede natin ito i-run. Yay! So, ito yung result after ng mga itong lahat. So, maganda dito is may may IntelliSense ka. Makikita mo yung anong pwedeng mong i-run. db.sales.insert. Date. Anyway, yun. Baka sa inyo kasi inaano natin yung ini-stream natin. So siguro naglalag talaga. Sige. Anyway, short lang yun. Segue. So kung gusto niyo mag-try ng Mongo Playground, go ahead. Anyway, so from scratch, right? So bali magkakaroon tayo ng dalawang folder. First is front end, then back end. Okay, front end, obviously may HTML tayo. Yan. Yung ginawa ko, so hindi nyo alam, so exclamation mark, tapos tab. Tapos mag-generate siya ng ganito. I think part to ng emit, which is automatically part ng VS Code. Wait, oh my god. Ano to? Need to open another laptop. Saglit lang guys. I think ito yun. Mhm. Wait. I see. Okay. Naruto. Okay. Sige. Ah, wait lang. Hmm, sorry. May email pala. Di ko nabasa. Ah, sige. Right. Questions ba? Wala. Sige. Ang gagawin natin dito. Um, Netflix. So, Netflix. Biyahin natin to. So obviously may styles tayo. Tapos obviously, ano tayo, may script.js. So di natin ito i-compress. I guess that's fine. So nasa head, lagay tayo style, top, link, CSS. Boom. Tapos styles.css. Wala pa naman yan. So then next dito tayo maglalagay. Script. Oh, script. Ayan. Source. Hindi eh. Okay, sige. Sure. Uh, script.js. That should work. Okay. Questions ba so far? Wala naman, no? So, simple pa naman to. So, nag-add lang tayo. Currently, nag-add lang tayo ng style sheet. Then, nag-add tayo ng script. So, you add the script at the end of your file. Or, alternatively, you can use something like differ. So, yung ginagawa ni differ, iloload nyo muna sa HTML before loading uh, the JavaScript. Yun yung ginagawa ni differ. So, maglo-load lang to once loaded na si JavaScript. Okay. So, mangyayari dito actually is, um, tawag nito, sabay sila magdo-download ng HTML. So, in compared to kung ilalagay mo dito sa end, ilalagay mo dito sa end, like may other stuff ka pa dito, mangyayari is, um, i-download nyo muna sa HTML, then it will download the JS. You know how browsers work. Pero, so, instead of that, yung gagawin natin, download si JavaScript along with the HTML, sabay sila magdo-download ng HTML. But, i-a-apply lang si JavaScript once matapos i-load si HTML. Kasi the way browsers work is, for example, if it encounters a file, it will stop everything, it will download that file and then proceed. So for example, binabasa niyo yung HTML mo. Maka-encounter siya ng image, i-download niyo yung image, stop everything, download the image, then proceed. So, for example, if wala tong defer, right? If wala tong defer, mangyayari is, it encounters the file, script.js, it will download it, then magpo-proceed. Which is, if for example, malaki yung ano mo, if malaki yung script mo, it will stop your HTML from loading, so white lang yung screen mo. So, the answer to that is you defer. So, nagdo-download sabay si JavaScript and si HTML. And then once matapos mag-download matapos i-apply sa HTML, dun i-apply si JavaScript. Kasi two steps yan palagi per resource eh. Download tas apply. Like si HTML, i-download siya, then i-apply sa browser. Tapos si JavaScript, i-download, then i-apply sa HTML. In this case, what if yung mangyari, hindi pa na-load yung hindi pa completely na-load yung HTML. Tapos, hindi pa completely na-load yung HTML. Tapos dun siya mag-aano ng JavaScript. So, yun yung problem. Onload is an archaic solution. So, that could work, pero medyo na siya. Hindi na siya optimized. So, don't. Just don't. Anyway, ay, narinig niyo pa naman ako. Okay, next. So, anong gagawin natin? First is, gagawin natin, susunod tayo ng script. So, what I want is magkakaroon ako ng list of movies. I want a list of movies. That's what I need. So, need a list of movies tapos i-display natin. Okay. So, right na wala pa tayong connection to MongoDB. So, yung gagawin ko is, gagawa ko ng function na get movies, get all movies. No. All movies doesn't take anything because all movies nga. And it will return a list. List of what? A list of movies. Para adjustable. List of movies. Sabihin natin, movies. Pati nga ako naglalag na. Sobrang bagal ng computer. So, gagawa tayo ng list of objects. JSON objects dito. So, title, for example, Full Metal Alchemist. Ano pa yung astig na yun? Oops. Title, extraction, I don't know. Tapos, i-return natin. Oops, ano yun? What's that? Fine, I'll write it again. Yun. So, return movies. So, bali, if I call this get all movies, ako kukulat ng movies. So, gagawin ko is, and then we need to, now nakuha natin yung movies, we need to display. Sabihin natin, display movies. May question so far? Wala naman, no? Wala pa. And display movies. Tapos, paano tayo mag-display? First is, kukunin natin yung, kukunin natin, mag-accept to ng movies. Then, i-display natin yung movies. So, how do we do it? Well, basically, you need a target na HTML element. So, gagawa tayong target na HTML element. Um, Sige. Usually, you make it a UL. In this case, gagawin ko na lang div. Tapos, with an ID of movie list. Okay, quick tip. For IDs, use IDs for targeting sa JavaScript. Classes for CSS. So, parang hindi siya good practice to use IDs for CSS. Kasi kung gumagawa ka ng style, it should apply to a variety of Tapos what if later on gusto mong gumamit ng same style, right? So kailangan mong palitan yung hindi na siya ID. Dapat class na siya, for example. So just keep that in mind. Ayo nga no, good catch. Pero technically you can add, pwede din, that could work. So dagdagan, nga, interesting. Pagana yan eh. So mangyayari lang dito is okay, so ito target natin yun. Movie list. Document. Query selector. Movie list. Okay, so na-target natin siya. No. Parent. Sabihin lang natin. Hindi. Intentional yan. Yes, na doble, but intentional siya na dinoble. Gusto ko i-try kung meron nito, kung gagana to. Pero yes, that should work in theory. So, okay, so what do we do next? Kailangan natin gumawa ng other divs na ilalagay kay parent, kay movie list parent. So, to create those, so ang gagawin ko is I will convert itong list of I will convert this list of tawag na to? This list of JSON objects into a list of text nodes. Text node. Yes. Divs. A list of divs. Gagawin ko siyang a list of divs. So, how do I do that? So, movie elements, I will use map. Movies dot map. Oops. Medyo naglalag talaga, no? Movie. Nag-stream kasi tayo, so naglalag siya. Nahihirapan. So, movie, each movie here would correspond to one movie here. Okay? Meaning, meron tayong movie.title. So, title is movie.title. So, may title na tayo. Alternatively, you can deconstruct this something like title. Tapos wala ka lang ganito. No need na. But let's keep it simple. Baka di kayo makahabol. Yun. Const title. So, movie the title. So, yun. May title na tayo. What's next? We need to create a div. Movie div. Sabihin natin movie element na lang. Kasi it might not be a div. Depende. Okay. So, document that create element of div. Tapos, next is, ilalagay natin kay movie element yung name ni yung title. So, movie element dot text content equals movie, no, title. Boom, yon. So, after nito, si movie elements is now a list slash array of div na merong titles nito. Okay. So, wait, tingnan muna natin. I-open natin tong ano na to. I-serve ko siya, but you can just open it technically. So, tingnan natin. You can just open it. Yung difference lang nito kasi is if kailangan natin siyang i-serve later. Kailangan natin siyang i-serve later kasi kung hindi natin siya i-serve, di siya magbabasa ng server. So, pero for now, since frontend pa lang siya, it's okay. Walang nakalagay. Walang nakalagay. Bakit? Kasi hindi pa natin nire-run yung function. Hindi pa nga natin nire-return yung movie.elements. But what's next? So, may movie elements tayo, pero hindi pa siya naka-attach dun kay parent. So, gagawin natin is movie list parent.append movie elements. Okay, anong syntax na to? This is basically breaking up the movie elements into arguments. Wait lang. Okay. So, yung equivalent nito is instead na list siya, higing parang element 1, element 2, element 3. Parang ganun yung magiging naglag talaga. Naglag na talaga siya. Kanina parang lang, ngayon lag na. Right. So ito yung alternative niya. Ito yung nagiging syntax niya. So yung list bini-breakdown mo into actual na arguments. So alternatively, we use movie elements. Ito na lang. Wait lang, mukhang may email ulit. Ay, yes sir, meron. Right. So, append. So, okay na to. So, next na lang is gagawa tayo ng function na const get and display movies. Actually, this sounds like a horrible function. So, this would take nothing. And, sabihin ito, movies is get all movies and then display movies. So, if you run this, hindi pa natin nirun. Get and display movies. Then, kukul natin to. And, so, if we refresh this ba tayo? Tingnan natin. May error siya. Ano sabi? It's not a valid selector. Ayaw talaga niya. Interesting. Or baka may existing na siya na hindi nag-work ng experiment. Undefined. Bakit? So, tingnan natin muna yung naging undefined siya. Weirdly enough. So, what do we need to know? Kailangan ko malaman yung laman ni title. So, refresh natin. Okay, okay siya. So, bakit undefined? Console.log movie elements. Oh, undefined yung dalawa. Oh, okay. I get it. Hindi ko na-return. So stupid. Hindi ko na-return yung movie element. So, undefined yung ano. So, that should work now. Yun. Perfect. So, nakikita natin yung dalawa. Right. And we can style this somehow. Wait lang. Give me a sec. Medyo. Okay, sir. Conception tapos tandayo usap tayo mamaya. Hindi to yung parang nabubugbugin ko kayo. As just discuss stuff. Anyway, movie element. Okay, so quick lang, marunong naman kayo mag-CSS so bibilisan ko lang to. Saan tayo? Index, gawa akong to make this, ay, anong time? Aabot tayo. Hindi naman to tatagal. Class main container, I guess. Okay, so that should work. So, main container, tapos nasa loob siya. That should be fine. Okay, so something like kung 333. No. Okay. So yung labas is fa main container ground color. Ground color should be fa. Tapos center container uh okay, what's next? Si main container is dapat before that normalize maring is that. Hindi gumagana. Okay, body margin. So, ito pwede na to maging with height. Okay, center container. Center container should be something like, well, depende. Hindi na ako mag responsive dito. So, this should be something like ETVW. Same 100 VH. And this should be, see, main container, display, flex. Tapos, justify, ay, content center. Perfect. Medyo maliit yung contrast. Ay, baliktad. So, dapat yung lah. Ito yung Yon, okay. That's too big. Gawin natin tong 70. Yon, that's better. Okay, so what's next? Ah, gagawa ako ng movie container. Sino ibibigay natin dito? So, dito tayo. Punta tayo kay, sorry, movie element. Movie element dot class list dot add. Add tayo ng movie contain, oops. Pop styles at CSS movie dash container. Ito yung gagawin natin dito. Pero sa center container is ano din, display flex. Uh, gagawin natin. Flex. Kailangan siya mag-expand. Pero gawin muna natin ano, with mm, gawin ba natin depende sa, I guess that should be fine. 10 VW tapos height 10 VW. Too lazy to ano. Background color black. Ah, text. Sorry. Color. I guess that's fine. Movie con... Ay, hindi. Hindi dito. Dito. Border... 5 pixels. Mm, wait. Sorry. Movie container. Okay, display flex to, pero flex flow is row wrap. Tama ba? Bigyan natin to ng margin. Oh. That's too big. So, ano ang itsura ngayon? Yun. Pangit. Bigyan natin ng padding si center container. 1 rem. Na? Sure. Why not? Bigyan pa natin ng padding si... hindi. Wait lang. Just ganito. Justify content. Space around. Yon. So, kung dadamihan natin si... ano natin. So, kopihin natin to. Ano mangyayari? Bam! Okay. Pero yung align stretch kasi yung ano. Pero, wait lang. Si center container, align items. Flex start siguro. I think stretch yung default. Ganun lang din. Wait lang. What the hell? Weird. Kasi naka-row wrap? Hindi eh. Kasi kailangan mag-wrap talaga to eh. Fix that later. Anyway, yun, for now, later ko na ito isi-center. Pero may basic ano na tayo. List of movies. So, what's next? Time for break na ba? Hindi pa. Question so far. Sorry, haha. Sir, pero tumingin uli dun sa... Wait, okay, sige. Questions. Questions muna. Sorry, yung sa CSS na part, binilisan ko talaga. Nag-assume ako na marunong kayo mag-CSS. So, ina-assume ko lang ngayon na hindi kayo marunong mag-JS. CSS marunong kayo. So, questions. Ano yung questions nyo? Ayos yung JS part mabilis. Talaga, sige. Ano yung questions nyo? Para balikan natin. Sige, sa JS na part. So, delete muna natin to. Fonts display movies. Okay, sige. Sige, dahan-dahan. Slowly. First is, wait, okay. Wait lang. Sabihin niyo nag-assume, ito yung assumption ko na alam niyo kasi sabi niyo marunong kayo mag-JS sa web. So nag-assume akong marunong kayo nito. Pero sige, let's go over this. Query selector is gets the element that corresponds to this. So for example, since nag-start tayo with sharp sign or pound sign, this is an ID. If we start it with a dot, it looks for a class. Then if we specify that, it looks for a tag, right? So, balik tayong ID. So ID yung hinahanap nito. So hahanapin niya, si query selector, hahanapin niya yung nag-iisang element that has the ID of movie list, which is dito sa HTML natin, dito sa movie list. Ito. Okay? Itong may ID ng movie list. Trinay natin kanina na double yung hindi siya gumagana for some reason. Baka may special syntax sa sa double na pound sign. Yun nung hindi ko alam. Now, query selector just gets one element. If you specify query selector all, kukunin niya lahat ng elements that matches that. But it doesn't make sense kasi ID to, dapat isa lang. Wrong questions. Okay. Sige. Next. Magmamap tayo ng movies. So, anong ginagawa ulit ni map? Map converts a list into another list. So, mangyayari is yung list mo, itatransform per element, itatransform ng isang function to create a new list of the same length. Yun yung map. So, dito, yung movies natin is a list of two elements. Once dinaan mo siya sa map, magkakaroon tayo ng new list of two elements ulit. But different na yung contents. Pero still, so each element would in the previous list would correspond to the element in the other list sa same index. So, basta basically, each element dun sa list, pinapadaan sa isang function. Yung function na yun ay itong whole thing na to. Itong binibigay kay map. So, itong function na to. So, sinabi ko na so yung gagawin ni map is it will take each movie tapos ita-transform siya then ilalagay sa another list. So, meaning, magkakaroon ka ng list of the same size. So, yung each movie na yun, ito yung movie na to. Ito yung movie na yun. Okay, so si movie, kunin natin yung title, ibibigay natin kay title na variable. So, si movie may title kasi ito nga yung each movie na binigay natin. So, each of this will be the movie. So, since ito sa JSON object, pwede tayong mag-dot title kasi may title siya na field. So, makukuha natin si title. The next is create element div. It just does what it says. It creates a new element. So, since may title na tayo, title is just a string. You can't put that in the HTML. Okay, well, you can technically. You can technically add that in your HTML. Pero, in this case, gagawa tayo ng div to contain it. So, create element div. And then, so yung na-create na element na yun, nandito na siya sa movie element. Then, movie element that class list that add will add a class to that element. Okay? So, sa movie that class list, you can use something like movie that class list that remove. So, you can dynamically remove classes. Something like that. So, in this case, I'm dynamically adding a class. Ewan ko kung old na to. Kung old method na to. Not, hindi ko sure. Pero, this is the default. Ito yung ano, ito yung last time I checked. Ito yung standard way of adding classes. Okay. Next is movie.element.text content is equal to title. So, this will add ano, at text sa ano. May difference to ng ano eh. If you're adding actual HTML, use ano ulit yun? Inner HTML? Tama ba? Nakakalimutan ko. Pero if you're adding text, like plain text talaga, you use text content. Okay. I of also if you're searching for just plain text, like for example, kukunin mo yung value ng text sa isang div, for example, na may HTML pero may text. Text content will get just the text, not the actual HTML. So, yun, helpful. Ayun. So, and then after that, ni-return natin yung ginawang element. So, returning it will add it to the new list. Okay. So, yung movie elements now is instead of a list of movies, meron tayong a list of movie containers. So, meron tayong divs na nandun yung title. Okay. So, now that we have movie elements, i-add natin yun lahat kay movie list parent, which is yung empty na movie list natin dito. So, yung empty movie list natin, yun yung target natin. Tapos, i-append natin lahat ng movie elements, lahat ng movie divs kay movie list parent. Questions? Tingnan nyo muna yung code. So, yung papalitan natin later, pag magko-connect na tayo kay MongoDB is itong get all movies. Papalitan natin to with a call to a server we're going to make. Questions? So, ano yan? Ano yung problem dito? Sige, question. Go ahead. Hindi kasi naman sa akin yung titles. What do you mean? Okay. Yung iraran mo sa end, yung iraran mo sa end, hindi get all movies. Dapat get and display movies. Dapat get and display movies, hindi get all movies. Cannot read property pen. Patingin, yabot. Show me your code. Wala pa rin. Hmm, patingin ng HTML mo, Tomas. Okay, okay. Hindi lang ba nag-refresh? Okay. Okay, sa'yo yabot ano yung problem mo? Sige. CSS. Sige, saglit lang. Sige, sige. Wait lang. Text. Magkano ba to? I-check lang ako. Gumana. Lang talaga ilagay ko sa span or something. Sige. Basta sir, same code din pero cannot property. Ayun, okay, loading na. Cannot read property append. List parent. Meaning nito, hindi siya naging document. At check mo yung ano, check mo kung may movie list ka na ano, check mo sa index.html mo kung may movie list ka. Patingin ng HTML mo. Kasi kung wala siyang append, meaning hindi siya naging HTML element. Right? Tama naman. Data. Display movies. Hindi problem yan. Wait lang. Sige, pag-space ko dyan yung CSS. Anyway. Try mo append child. Instead na append child. Pero kung wala yun, wala din to eh. That's weird. Ito movies. Parasite mo lang movies. Okay. Display movies. Saan ito tinatawag dyan sa babagat ng display movies? Yes. Display movies. Document at query selector. Boom. Movies.map. Hindi daw problema yan. Movie list parent. Okay naman Movie list. Try mo append child, yeah, but instead na append. Hindi gumagana si append child. Paano nga? That's weird. Pa-console.log nung movie list parent. Tapos tingnan mo sa console ko ano yung laman. Ay, null. Ha! Wait lang. Hindi, null nga. Null siya. So, wait lang. Pa-check ulit. Tingnan ko ulit. That's weird. Document.query selector. Movie list. Tapos ano mo is movie list. Sounds about right. Pero ba't di siya nababasa? Null kasi siya, meaning walang nahanap si query selector. Sure ka na save mo to? Save mo yung files mo. Meaning wala siyang nahanap. Mag-null siya, meaning wala siyang nahanap using query selector. Try mo palitan yung ID. Both ng sa HTML tapos dun sa JS mo. Palitan mo yung ID. Dapat hindi siya null. Tapos check mo kung na-save mo yung files mo. Same error? Ikaw nga mag-share ng screen. Patingin. Ikaw mag-share, Yabot. Yes. 9:30. Late tayo nag-start eh. Fix lang natin tong error na to tapos move tayo sa break. Next part is gagawin natin yung server. Shit. Sige, never mind. Sige, send mo lang yung code. Baka din kasi sa naming ng ano ba, pero yung nababasa kasi niya eh. So, sige, send mo na lang yung code. Ang ba sure, di dapat gumagana yun. Tingnan ko din sa akin. So, while that's happening, ano tayo? Sulat tayo ng server code. But how? Okay, sanay ako sa GraphQL, di ako sanay sa REST. Pero yun yung simplest solution dito. Google tayo. Kung di ka marunong, mag-Google ka. Google tayo. API Express. So we'll need Express for this. Yun yung pinaka-simple. Yep, I know. Yes. Ba't natin kailangan ng Morgan? JSON. For logging. Naruhodo. So first, kay backend. Punta tayo kay backend. Tapos, lang naman. So we'll run npm. Wait lang. Nakahabol ba kayo? Sige. Sa server naman, kay backend, so yung gagawin natin dito actually sa frontend is, di ba may get all movies tayo. Gagawin natin is papalitan lang natin to. May other changes pa kasi asig. Pero basically papalitan natin to. Tapos gagawin natin is magko-call tayo from Mongo instead na i-hard code natin dito. So yun yung goal natin next 7 minutes. So gagawin natin is npm init, backend, dun kay backend na folder. So make sure na naka-backend folder kayo. So gagawin natin is npm init. It will just set up package.json for us. So, tawagan lang natin to Netflix server. Sure, should be fine. Okay na yan, okay na yan, okay na yan, yan, okay na yan. Name yours. Actually, okay lang to. Basta meron lang tayo yung package sa JSON. Now that this has been done, pagtingin mo sa package sa backend, may package sa JSON tayo. Right? May package sa JSON tayo. Sige, mag-code na lang muna tayo. Okay. So, after running npm init, may package sa JSON na tayo, which is this. Which is basically yung in-enter lang kanina. There's nothing interesting. Nag-name lang ako, then nag-enter na ako. So that's it. Be super important. Important is mag-install tayo ng npm install express body dash parser tapos Morgan. Apparently Morgan is for logging. Body parser, yung body parser is for ano, like JSON, tapos adjusting yung requests related to JSON kasi sometimes masyado malaki yung JSON na binibigay tapos hindi hinahandle ng server. So it body parser allows you to easily modify that. Tapos syempre Express is the before a long time ago. Ito yung ano, ito yung default na parang layer over raw HTTP API sa ano sa Node. So since gagawa tayo ng REST API, Express makes it simple. Yung iba kasi super marami yung features nila tapos it's too big. Parang masyadong marami nangyayari, hindi siya suited for something simple. Although I rarely use Express nowadays kasi GraphQL yung ginagamit ko. Pero since we're gonna keep it simple, mag ano lang muna tayo, mag REST API. Since I-explain ko sa inyo. So, npm install express body parser Morgan. Bam. So, mag-install yan. So, I guess let's take a break muna. Resume tayo at what? 9:45. Resume tayo 9:45. Kasi, ay, tapos na. Pero okay lang. Break muna tayo. Basta na-install na. Now that they've been installed, makikita nyo siya dito sa dependencies list ng package.json. Automatic siya malalagay dito. Tapos may node modules na yung na folder. Nandito yung mga dinownload na modules. But anyway, break muna tayo. Resume tayo at 9:45. Ba yung express yung may express.json? Yes! Yes, that's it. Yun. Anyway, sige, break muna. Break na lang kayo mamaya. Stop muna natin yung stream.